Pokemania is back. We should all be excited about this. We should all be Pokemaniacs.
I haven't had any Pokemaniacs until I was a kid, so... So, calm down there, alright?
Oh, okay.
I'm a true Pokemaniac.
Okay, alright. I was there too.
Just because you think you have hat, you think you're a better Pokemaniac than I am?
There in the beginning,
I don't think so, bro.
I remember watching Pokemon, the first movie, in theaters, bro.
Oh, you're a bitch, because I was in Mexico during the time.
Exactly.
So
who's the real Pokemaniac now?
I am.
Hey, what is up, guys? Useless Geeks here. We apologize if you hear any thunder or rain, because it is currently raining outside.
It's raining.
But anyways, we got some big news today, Omar.
News hit, I think, yesterday morning, or today in the morning, that Legendary has acquired the rights for a live-action Pokemon movie.
Yeah, this is happening, apparently. This could happen, a live-action Pokemon movie. And, the community is a little bit kind of divisive on this. We don't know if it could work. We don't know if it can. It's just a lot of mixed opinions right now. I mean, I think you said something about a lot of community members are like, yeah, let's do this. But I don't know. There are some of us that are being negative about this, skeptical, I would say. Yeah. Skeptical more than anything.
Pokemon Go is definitely the reason for the hype for this. I mean, there was definitely rumors of the bidding war starting a while back, but now Legendary has acquired the rights, and I feel like Legendary kind of has a good track record in terms of making monsters. I mean, they have Godzilla and they have Pacific Rim, so who knows? Maybe they can possibly do a good job for this.
Yeah, just skepticism, but at the same time, we have hope. We have some hope, hopefully, with anything. But what do you think in terms of, like, let's say this is a bad idea? Why do you think this is a bad idea?
Well, I'll just put it very bluntly. This Pokemon, the core of Pokemon is basically dogfighting. You capture these animals and you make them fight other animals, and you make them become stronger, and basically you take people's money away when you defeat them. And you got to be the very best Pokemon trainer. Dogfighter. And if you look at it in that sense, it's kind of messed up. But then Pokemon is also about having friendship, being friends with these animals and carrying them and growing with them. Yeah. So in a sense, there's two sides to this story. Yeah. But in essence, it's basically dogfighting, and I feel like it's one of the main reasons why this idea of a live action movie would not work.
Okay, that's actually pretty legitimate. I can kind of see it. We don't want to promote any animal abuse, obviously. Yeah. So that goes back to the question, how do we design these Pokemon? If we give them more cartoon feel, we don't have to worry about that as much. It's not to present that image upon people. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah.
I feel like if you go too realistic in terms of these designs, some Pokemon are fucking terrifying. I mean, can you imagine a realistic Beedrill? Fuck that.
I'm scared of bees already, bro.
Fuck that.
Fuck that shit.
Or a realistic Pinsir? Heavens no. No. No.
Oh my god. Okay. So obviously, another reason we're kind of skeptical about this is the series adaptation. Like, how would they adapt this? How would they change it? Omar and I, maybe most likely Omar only, are gonna do film pitches on how we should do this film. And Omar already has some ideas on his head, so you can expect that soon.
Very soon.
Very soon. It's gonna be amazing.
I doubt it.
Okay. It's okay.
It's alright. It's an okay idea.
Okay. So yeah, how are we gonna adapt it? Are we gonna adapt it based on the games, based on the anime? Is it gonna be Red? Is it gonna be Ash? Or are we gonna do what Assassin's Creed's doing and have a completely new character?
I wouldn't mind Red.
You wouldn't mind Red? Okay.
And I wouldn't mind a new adaptation.
Okay. We don't want Ash.
We don't want Ash.
We don't want Ash. I think he's been pretty competent in the last few series.
I mean, it's okay. He's alright. Well, which direction would you go? Would you want to go with the game adaptation, or would you want to go with a new adaptation?
I would rather see a new adaptation. The reason why being you argue that the reason why we should go with Red is a lot of people know Red. But again, the reason why we shouldn't go with Red is a lot of people know Red. And essentially, what you said was best. Red is personally you. You are Red. So there is no there's no reason like why they should keep focused on Red. I feel like when a new character, we can grow with him. We can learn through his eyes, and especially for a new audience who has nothing to do with Pokemon. They're rare, but they are out there.
There are people out there who know nothing about Pokemon.
Yeah, so and a new audience, it'd be pretty refreshing to see somebody new, somebody you don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I would argue that I think Red would be a good idea, mostly because everyone would gravitate towards him. Mm-hmm. People in the Pokemon community know him. They know his story. You know how much of a badass he is. 2, he's the OG. He's original. Mm-hmm. He's there. He was there since day one, basically. Okay. There's the manga story. There's the game story, and you have so many ideas you can come through with Red. I mean, Red does have a personality in the manga, so you could adapt it from the manga.
Technically, that isn't Red though. They even announced that.
Really?
They're 2 different people. That's Red manga, and then there's Red from the game. Yeah.
I mean, like I said, but they can go. There's 2 different Reds, but it's still Red.
Yeah, obviously. But the thing is, I don't know. I was kind of skeptical on it. I wouldn't want to see a lot of people who play the game now weren't there since day one. Remind that.
True.
Yeah.
True.
So we gotta gravitate towards them too. It's not just us.
But I feel like since this is the year of the 20th anniversary,
okay,
Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow were released. Pokemon Go was released. There's a whole new freshness in terms of Pokemon. I feel like in honor of the 20th anniversary, I think you should kind of go with Red. But I'm here being a Red fanboy.
Okay.
I'm here being a Red fanboy.
He's a pretty big Red fanboy.
He's a badass, of course. If you've ever seen Pokemon Origins, I highly recommend it. But there you go. You have Pokemon Origins where they can directly kind of adapt it from.
Okay. But that's more of an adaptation towards the game.
Exactly. But in that one, Red does have a voice.
Yeah. But there's no story.
Do you need a story for Pokemon?
That's another question.
Do you need a story for Pokemon?
Do we need a story for a Pokemon? Do we need a complex story? No. Do we need a story that we can kind of feel for this character, feel towards the battles that he has to overcome, the hurdles and everything, I want to see kind of what Ash does. A lot of people give hate on Ash, but when you see what he would do for his Pokemon, you kind of know that this is a good person, that he does have a bond with his Pokemon, that he does have a friendship with Pikachu,
I feel like they do Ash right and wrong at the same time. Mm. I feel like in terms of right, he does have these conflicts. He has almost never won the Pokemon League. He's never beaten the Elite Four. But he has won the Orange Islands, and he has beaten the Battle Frontier. But they keep on throwing these challenges at him, and he keeps losing. He has to grow as a character. Okay. But it's been how many seasons since he hasn't won a league or something, or he's even beaten the Elite Four? I mean, he got his ass handed to him by Agatha back in the old school series.
Yeah.
So I mean,
obviously, I don't want the character to be a representation of Ash. I just want I want to see that bond.
Yeah.
That bond. Even Red and Pokemon Origins showed that bond, but it was very late towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of hope that we can see that character feel like that. It's not just about battling. It's about friendship. That's what Pokemon's mainstay is.
Yeah. I feel like that's also one of the main reasons why this movie would work, because of the second underlying message is it's about friendship. It's about bonds. Mm-hmm. Exactly what he said. So I feel like this movie would work if it excels in that message. If it doesn't show this animal brutality and these dogfighting as much. And I feel like this movie has a big enough community, or this franchise has a big enough community, where it could possibly work. If there's enough fan support behind it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. It could work. Obviously, it could work because we do have a big community in this, man. And it's not just saying anybody who's now jumping the Pokemon bandwagon because of Pokemon Go. But we did have a huge community before Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
And now with Pokemon Go, we have people jumping that bandwagon, and we're gonna hopefully we kind of take this bandwagon, kind of ride it,
Yeah.
And hopefully, they making Pokemon a movie, making a Pokemon movie. It's kind of, it's gonna be successful in the box office. It
could be. It's also a challenge to make.
Exactly. But a franchise has had many years with people, and especially with those people being adults now. You're going to have a pretty good box office opening.
And some of those adults have kids.
Exactly. They're going to bring their kids in there, Exactly. It's going to make money. We all know it's going to make money.
Yeah. But can it be a good movie?
That's the question.
What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button.
Subscribe button? Is that what I'm supposed to say? I haven't done this in a while.
I know.
Yeah, anyways, I've been Chris.
I was Omar.
And we hope you have a good day and good luck catching those Pokemon.
Team Valor.
Isn't this the sign? I saw something that this is the sign now.
Go Team Valor.
Go Team Valor.
Mystic is trash.
Instinct sucks.
Instinct is scum. Scum. Scum.